Animals and nature. Volcano slopes. Pioneer plants. In the heart of the Valley of Fire, where fiery mountains met verdant slopes, lived a resilient community. Pioneer plant. Every day they braved scorching heat and volcanic ash, determined to thrive. One morning, as the sun began to rise over the valley, a lone seed drifted from the sky, landing on the barren slope next to our resilient pioneer plant. The seed was small and fragile, but it was filled with determination, just like the plants it came from. Over the next few days, the fragile seed began to grow. It sprouted a tiny green shoot that braved the wind and the scorching sun. Soon, it had grown into a small plant, just like its neighbor. One day, a storm rolled over the valley. Rain fell like fire from the heavens, and the wind howled through the volcanic slopes. Our two small plants clung to their rocks for dear life, but they survived. As the storm passed, the young pioneer plants stood tall and strong. They had weathered the storm, and they were proud of their survival. They continued to grow, forming a small patch of vibrant green among the barren volcanic slopes. Before long, other living things began to notice the patch of green. Small birds landed, pecking at seeds and insects that had made their home among the plants. The patch of green was a lifeline for these creatures in this harsh environment. One day, a lone caterpillar began to make its way toward the patch of green. It was small and vulnerable, but it knew that this was where it needed to be if it wanted to survive. As the caterpillar grew, it transformed into a beautiful butterfly. It took to the skies, flitting from flower to flower, as it pollinated the nearby volcanic soil. The patch of green continued to grow and thrive, supporting more and more living things. As the years passed, the patch of green grew into a thriving ecosystem. Small animals began to make their homes among the pioneer plants, scurrying and burrowing through the undergrowth. The valley was transformed thanks to these resilient little plants. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the valley, a family of birds took flight. They were headed for their nests on the other side of the valley, but they would return soon. The thriving patch of pioneer plants was home now, and it would always be there. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky and the moon rose over the valley, the pioneer plants settled down for the night. They had weathered storms and survived in a harsh environment, but they were content now. The valley was their home, and they would protect it with all their might. Through the story of the pioneer plants, we learned about the incredible resilience of living things and the importance of adapting to our environment. We saw how one small seed could grow into a thriving ecosystem, supporting countless other creatures. And we witnessed the power of perseverance as these small plants weathered storms and scorching heat to create their home amidst the barren volcanic slopes.